Hello and welcome to another edition of Unpopular Review Entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Futuro. Futuro, because this is all about the future, ladies and gentlemen. And tonight we are going to review none other than the Amazon original Upload. Now, this is a choice, this is a pick that I made because I found it very, very, very interesting what goes on in this show. So, joining me this evening is none other than the two other members of the trio of Destiny, ladies and gentlemen. And I am joined by none other than the Grand Poobah himself, Fabi.
Hey, I love that intro because there's some haters that go like, "Oh, that name is not gonna get over," and I sit here and I email you, ha ha ha.
Nice. Also joining us, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than C the Superior herself from wait, what is the name of your show again?
Huh?
What's the name of your show again?
See the Superior? My
No,
YouTube channel.
yeah, her YouTube channel.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
I liked how
Oh,
he
yes.
made it sound like you just like you're like you know how the Jay Leno show or the late night show, the
Right.
late night C show.
Well, it's
Yeah,
See
no, I
Superior
thought
reactions.
there you go. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
gotta hype that stuff up, man. You gotta hype
no,
up.
that's the part I forgot. The reactions part. All right, thank you.
There
Thank
we
you.
go. Yeah, it does reaction. You do plants, and I yell. So that's why we're a group.
There we go.
Well, we are here tonight to talk about none other than Upload.
Yes.
And again, this was Vic's pick. So why did you pick this one?
Well, I honestly one day I was I literally connected my TV to Amazon Prime, and I was cleaning the house, and I was just like messing around with my TV, and I was just like, all right, let me check this out and see what it's about. Um, and then after like the first couple of episodes, I got instantly hooked because I'm a tech guy, and I just found this whole concept of the afterlife incredibly interesting.
Okay.
Um, and then the thing about it is also I also found interesting is how far I think technology is going to be because the setting is 2033, so 10 years in the future. So
Mhm.
now it gives me a Back to the Future feel. It makes me wonder like if a lot of this stuff is going to happen. Not the major stuff, but as
Mhm.
far as like the phones, I think the phone situation is very interesting.
Oh, yeah, that was cool how they hold their phones, whatever. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
the whole thing with all of the meetings, how having a headset is just natural. How
Mhm.
to just do that with everything. The whole concept of just not even having to learn how to drive at all.
Yeah. We
It
do have
just
the self-driving cars though now, but not to that extent.
yeah,
Give
that's
it,
what
give
I'm
it
saying.
time almost. Give it time.
Mhm.
Yeah. So now just that whole thing, it just made me look at just now, and then the other thing, what the parts of it that's annoying is like the pop-ups that just literally come in front of your face.
Mhm.
Like I know that I would hate that. You know what I mean? To that to be, I think something like that would make me a bitter old man. You know what I mean? But I'm just curious to see like how far it would go. So then, once you go further into the show, it's all about uploading to a whole nother world.
What was it called? Haven or Safe Haven or what was it? Am I making that up?
Well, no, but I mean, but the thing about it is just the whole concept of going to a different world because there's different financial levels for
Well,
this.
yeah, right,
It's
right.
like putting somebody in a cemetery that's in a high mountain that's real nice that looks real cool as opposed to just putting somebody in a box and put it. You know what I mean? So this
Yeah.
is a completely different concept of the afterlife or just what happens with your being once you die. Um,
Yeah.
and then the love story that came out of this.
Oh, you
Well,
jumping ahead of it.
Like
Yeah.
I
that was
thought it was an interesting concept. Like, just the whole thing of would you rather die a natural death or would you rather have your consciousness uploaded to this, digital world, right?
Digimon.
mhm.
Digimon, digital
Digimon
monsters.
Master. There you go.
No,
Oh,
they're
Champion.
different.
Yeah.
oh wow, that's crazy. I didn't think that was gonna get big. Okay.
But no, it was that's a cool concept, right? And the guy, what was his name? Nathan?
Yeah, it's Nathan.
Yeah, him.
Green Arrow's brother.
Really?
Yeah, they're really brothers. I can't think of his real name, but yeah.
Oh,
You
wow.
can see it in their face. They're the same.
Now
But
I
in
do.
real life?
Now I do.
Yeah, in real life.
Now I see
Yeah.
it. I didn't even think of that. Now I see it.
Matter of fact, in Flash, he was Firestorm before he was replaced by another guy. He had a little part in there. Yeah.
What?
That's when I saw him. I said, "Oh, that's Green Arrow's brother." I just don't know his name off the top of my head.
Now, are they Canadian? Because this show gave me a very distinct Canadian vibe.
Wasn't they in? I thought the location was. I don't know why I thought Canada as you said that. And I was like, wasn't it Canada?
It feels like it was Canada.
It felt like some kind of a cabin.
It wasn't on the snow for me to think Canada.
Lake Tahoe. I mean, but you know, in the times of the year where there's no snow.
I don't know.
Okay,
I
yeah.
just thought it always snows.
But so we're pretty much following him through the last moments, pretty much, or days of his life, because he gets in a car accident with this self-driving car.
I blame the girl.
Well, I think I told Jack this some while ago when we were originally talking about doing this. I watched
It's a long time coming, folks.
Thinking that I was watching episode 1 of season 1. I was watching episode 1 of season 2, and I was like, no wonder I was so effing lost. So he starts to solve the mystery of his murder. I won't say who done it. I'll save it for the viewers. But it wasn't by accident. That's all I'll say. But
ooh,
it's a mystery.
You know what's funny? And real quick, because I end up going a few episodes because originally when I watched this, I said, "What the hell am I watching?" But then it got interesting. But there is a spot where a guy. I just wanted to piggyback what you were saying. There was a guy that Nathan sees, and Nathan, when he sits there and says, you had a car accident and you was going to get ready to have this project going, but that was an accident. Come on, man. It was an old guy, but I just wanted to throw that out there because, you know, as soon as you said that, I was like, right, good.
Yeah, there's more to that too.
But yeah, it definitely gives me Canada. It definitely gives me like Sci-Fi Channel, if that's still a thing. But yeah, I thought it was interesting as far as the concept. Now, as far as the delivery.
I
watched this show probably about 3 times, guys. And I still barely know what the hell is going on. I watched it when we first started talking about it. I watched episode 1 of season 2. I watched episode 1 of season 1. I came back and watched episode 1 again, like a couple weeks ago. We were talking about doing the show again. Then I came back and watched it again this week. And I'm still slightly confused in it. I don't know.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, you know why? I think, in my opinion, I think to really grasp what's going on, like fully going on, I think you get it like in the 6th episode. Because there's just a lot of crap. There's just because in the beginning it's confusing, right? Like I said before, I personally was into it more than anything because of how interesting the tech was. You know what I mean? But as far as the story, I definitely see what you say because there's not a lot that you get in the first episode.
Yeah,
you don't get a lot.
And this whole love story between him, it kind of gives me like that movie. What was that movie with Joaquin Phoenix and what's her name from Enchanted? Is it called Her or She? When he falls in love with the AI?
He falls in love with the phone. Yes, it's very much like that. It's very much like that. The only difference is just that, like, okay, for example, imagine somebody falls in love with a virtual assistant. Right, but what is a virtual assistant? A virtual assistant is basically somebody who is on the other end. Okay, perfect. Somebody falls in love with you. You know what I mean? You're their assistant, and somebody falls, and you're there at whatever moment to answer their question, and then they all like, you know what I'm saying?
But the person's dead. He's dead.
No, but that's the thing. His being is uploaded into this digital world, so it's kind of like putting on glasses, going into the metaverse, flirting with somebody, and falling in love in the metaverse.
But here's the thing. Who's the weird one in this scenario? Is it her who's talking to a dead man, or is it him who's talking to someone who's alive?
I want to say her because she's the one who's like almost kind of pursuing him.
No, but love is blind and feelings are feelings. Because mind you, for example, look, that whole movie, Her, came because of a DS game. It was a DS game that people in the East were playing, and they were literally having relationships with some chick that was in the game. And there are games in your phone that you can make a friend. It's called like AI friend. And then you just sit in there.
birthing thing.
I was
No
gonna say
walking,
that's what happened when you just don't go outside.
Yeah.
Facts. No, but the thing is that people don't have the social skills that they used to.
Mm-hmm.
It's
True.
like
That's
it's
fair.
like people that don't. It's like people that are scared to talk on the phone as opposed to wanting just to text everybody.
Hi, Charmaine. Thanks for watching.
Oh, hi, Charmaine, my
Thank
arch
you.
nemesis.
Whatever. That's your best friend. What are you talking about?
No,
This
she's
is
my
our
arch
most
nemesis.
loyal viewer.
She takes pictures of me. Don't tag me in them, and
Oh,
just use
Lord.
my face for clout on her Facebook page. I'm on to you, Charmaine.
Nice.
But I wonder, guys, I want to ask you this question. If you were in this universe and it was your time to go, like to pass on,
Mhm.
would you rather die naturally or would you rather have yourself uploaded, your consciousness uploaded?
Oh my God, that's a heavy question because like you just don't know what happens in the afterworld world. But if you're telling me I could be in this world, right? And I thought it was pretty cool, right? So he's like in this hotel. The scenery is beautiful, balcony, and all this stuff, and it's so crazy because he has this. Even though he's no longer here, right? Still gotta have cash to get these things like these food and everything like that. So what would I want to do? Well, knowing that I have a choice here. I guess I would want to be digital just because I'm like, oh well, I'm still technically alive.
Okay.
I guess.
Even after what happened to his head, as soon as he got digitized, you see, it's just like gone.
I mean, at that point, he doesn't feel anything. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. I would hope that I'm asleep and they do it. I don't know.
Well,
these are hard hitting questions. See, I don't know.
Because here's the thing, like, okay, if you die, they put you in a box and they put you in the ground, and there's not necessarily a consistent cost here, right? If I have an income that's based on something like dividends or whatever, where I'm just where the money's just consistently coming in and I don't have to do anything, then possibly, because I wouldn't want to necessarily put that strain on my family in order to, because it's kind of like
it's expensive.
No, because it's a digital version of putting you in a retirement home.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That's pretty much what it is. So what happens is that instead of actually putting people in retirement homes, they're just going to kill them early and upload them. You know what I mean? As opposed to, and then when you go and visit somebody, you just go and put on a suit. You don't have to travel. You don't have to do any of these things. So like, it really would depend, because at the end of the day, like, how much longer would I want to stay? Like, for example, you see the old man, he was there, but he probably was able to fund it himself.
Yeah.
To do all of those things himself. And like, but then the other thing is, I'm curious to see how expensive things actually get, because I don't know how far you got, but then when it gets to having a baby,
what?
It's incredibly expensive. Like,
you can have a baby in
there? Yes, that's the
that makes sense.
Yes.
In a lot of ways that makes sense, because in one episode,
but mind you, this is like season 2, right? But it gets further to crazy.
So, but my question is it a complete automation AI, or is it like a dead child?
You know what it's like? You know how, like, when you're playing a game and then you run out of lives and then you have to pay for more lives? Like, if you want the baby to stop crying, you have to pay a fee for that. Like,
no, that baby would go.
Remember that thing? Like an hour. You know what I mean?
I thought that they were like donating, orphan babies who maybe passed away or something. They digitize them.
What it is, it's just like, it's a piece of one person and then a piece of the other person, and then they digitize the baby. So it's kind of just like so literally what it is
like, what the fuck?
Like taking your facial recognition and Ron's facial recognition, putting it together, and then just making a baby. That's literally.
But then it has no personality to upload.
And you literally just, you know what I mean? Like, it's
like
a Tamagotchi that you pay for, and you pay for all of these little things. And if you want the outfit, you pay for it. It was crazy.
Golly, yeah.
Like,
that's a no for me.
Yeah, of course, naturally. You know what I mean? For anybody, but like, it was just, this whole thing was just very, very interesting. Like, I don't think it's actually gonna become reality, but just the concept of what the future may look like as far as life inside the metaverse, because I definitely think that's gonna be a thing where people want to escape into something. And yeah, but then the other thing is the concept of downloading. That's the
See,
thing.
wait, hold on. I didn't know
That
about
gets
that. You talking about
interesting.
stuff I don't know. This is episode 1, season 1.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
I
getting too
will
far.
say
I'm getting
that
too
if
far,
I
but
had
yo.
to choose, right? If I had to choose whether or not I want to be uploaded or pass away naturally,
Mhm.
I had those same questions Vic had. Because, like, how expensive is it, for one?
Right.
And also, how long am I expected to be there? Is it just forever and ever and ever and ever and ever? Like, who? I don't know if I would want to do that. But then it's also the scary thing of the unknown of natural death.
Right.
Ugh.
It's a hard hitting thing because you don't know what happens and whatnot. And then this thing, it's a guarantee. Hey, I'm going to this thing, but I do understand the problem of, am I just floating around here forever? Like, am I just, what am I doing? And I didn't even think about the finances, and that make a lot of sense because also, I believe the girlfriend has like her grandmother there. Like they have like their own little, I don't want to say plot, but like
She's rich, yeah.
Yeah, she's rich. But I was just saying, like, he was underneath her plan. And I think the thing is, and I don't want to go too far, but I know further episodes, he almost don't even get a say in any of that, in any of the things. But that's a few episodes in. But yeah, I can understand the, you're like, what do I do here?
Yeah, and also it's like, what if the money runs out? They're gonna
What happens is that
erase you.
They just unplug.
No,
It's unplugged.
Here's the thing, like, they put you in a hard drive. You're in a hard drive.
I don't want to be in anything hard.
They take you. They take you out of that hard drive and then put you in a different like area. You know
where?
What I mean? But no, it's just wherever you can afford.
What if you can't afford anything?
Then you just
stay in the garbage.
You just stay locked in the hard drive like the genie.
Oh,
until Aladdin comes and frees you out of the Cave of Wonders. It's wild. It's wild shit. That's why I was interested in it. Like, it really is. It's really
I don't like the idea of I have no money. I'm stuck in a hard drive. I'm like, just
yeah.
I don't think I like that too much.
Like, it's like, okay, well, you would have been stuck in the ground.
Yeah, well, at least I know. At least I'm just there. Like, I'm just in a hard drive. I'm like, hey, take me out.
This
Where's the hotel?
This joint is wild. I recommend it to anybody just for the goof, for the good time. I give it a thumbs up. I don't know if we're there yet.
Okay, well, yeah, we can say I enjoyed the concept of it. I'm not sure if I enjoyed the actual delivery of it as much. But if you're saying you need to watch a couple episodes in, okay, I can see having to make like a little bit more of an investment to be more invested. But just off the first episode, I don't know. I might have to get my shout out to get a little tipsy to fully enjoy the episode the way you two seem to have.
Oh no, I didn't get up to speak at all, and I'm kind of really upset here that the Grand Poobah didn't get to speak. But Vic said some great things here about this episode, and I gotta say, the first episode, I before we went on air, I said, "What the hell, Vic?" I said another word. I said it earlier, but I'm just gonna say hell because I'm gonna clean it up. So when I'm watching this first episode, I caught myself being distracted, but I said, I'm going to do this one shot. I'm going to be here. I got through it. I finished that one episode and I said, okay, cool. And then it went on all these other different episodes. And I have to agree with Vic as each episode goes on. You're like, huh. It does. It slowly grabs you in. This is the kind of show that I'm the kind of guy that I need the first episode to grab me. Because I was just laying here and it just kept going. I was like, oh, okay. So it's one of those shows you definitely, I would say give it at least 3 episodes. 3. I would say 4. But 3.
But hold on. This is one shots. Judging the first episode.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah.
Whatever season.
Oh, I was upset. I wrote a diss track on Vic. How dare you?
I mean, you know what? It's the reason why I even mentioned it is because it hooked me after the first few episodes. That's the reason why I like, and I just wanted to see everybody's reaction on the concept of, number one, what phones might be like. Because I really dig that. Like, if we literally don't have to walk around with a piece of glass and just go like this all the time.
I do it like this. Okay.
You know what I mean? Everything was just there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really wonder how you take a selfie though, but we'll see. But anyway, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, it's just.
Oh no, I look kind of stupid now because there's nothing in my hand, so I'm doing like this. It just looks real creepy. But yeah.
But just and just in general, like I'm just curious as to how that's gonna be.
You know what?
But just off episode 1, guys, we have to give it a grade. I'm giving it. You need to be drunk to watch the episode 1 and
I
enjoy
agree.
it.
I agree.
You agree?
You know
Okay.
what? No, I agree. You know why? Because the thing is, if you're drunk, you're open to like what the f, because that's what's going on here.
Okay. Jack, you have to watch it, or you can watch it sober and enjoy it.
No, episode one
Episode 1.
Episode 1 was definitely just not a hit for me. It wasn't. It wasn't a hit. But I did want to answer something you said earlier. I think this place is, because you asked about the location. I think this thing takes place in 2 different things. Obviously, we didn't get a chance to talk about the characters and stuff like that. But the girl who's like his angel,
Nora?
I believe, yeah, Nora. I believe she's in New York.
Mhm.
I believe she's in New York. Now
That's
I don't.
Toronto.
You.
That's Toronto.
Huh?
I'm saying
sorry.
that's Toronto.
Oh, I thought it said New York because she said Brooklyn, New York.
No.
she's
What
in
I'm
Ozone
saying is
Park.
probably
She's in
shot in
Queens.
Toronto because that's.
Oh
where
yeah.
they
Oh
made
yeah. Oh, I'm
Right.
sorry. I meant to say show location, not the actual location.
it. Mhm.
Apologies.
Oh no! I was just saying they definitely shot it in Canada because it's giving Degrassi. It's giving Degrassi a grown up.
Wait, you didn't see JT in the back?
He was uploaded apparently after he got shot in high school.
No, that double chin was uploaded.
Well, that's our rating, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching and talking with us. And if you like the video, don't forget to like the video and join us for some more one shots, drunken recaps of your favorite shows. Only in the first episode, of course.
Yes.
In the future.
And we got some more projects coming up because Marvel's coming back. So Marvel's coming back. Yeah. So Trio's back here, 2023, baby.
BBC.
Happy New Year.
So polite.